So we see the sinners shall perish on the day of Yahuwah's judgment, when Yahuwah visit the earth with his judgment. But they that fear Yahuwah shall find favor. Those that fear him will find favor. Those that fear him will do what he say when he command you to come out. Those that fear him, we don't know our father Abraham. He did what the Most High said, no matter what it was. Slay your own son. And he was there to slay his own son before he was stopped. So, and he shall live by the compassion of their mighty one, but the sinners shall perish forever. They are going to perish forever. Now let's see the Aubrey word. The Aubrey word here is the H226. Aout. This is the Aubrey word aout for mark. And we see here sign, signal, a distinguishing mark. This is what I want you to understand. It's a distinguishing mark. One is marked for destruction. One is marked for righteousness. And the Most High can distinguish between these marks. He knows the difference between the marks. So one is marked for destruction and one is marked for righteousness. Psalms 37, 32 through 40. We're going to understand Psalm 37 better here. The wicked watches the righteous and seeks to slay him. You see, the wicked got his eyes on you. Righteous people, he got his eyes on you. He got his eyes on us. And he's watching. Not to help us, not to save us, but to slay us. We know. Yahushua taught us that the tares will be mixed with the wheat. We're mixed together. We will grow together until the end. And we're going to separate from these. We're going to separate ourselves from these wicked ones. Yahuwah will not leave him in his hand. You see, he's not going to leave the righteous in his hand. We're in his hands. Nor condemn him when he is judged. Wait on Yahuwah and keep his way. Remember the way. The way. There's only one way for us. Remember the way and keep his way, and he shall exalt you to inherit the land. See, this is not in our vocabulary. We don't understand. The scripture's always pointing back to the land. It's pointing back to us inherit the land. And we have wicked people teaching, we're going to get the kingdom. We're going to get the kingdom. And they think the only thing they have to do to get the kingdom is hit the streets, preach in the streets, fuss and cuss people out, be mean, and do all these wicked things. And they think they're going to inherit the land. Once again, they're plants, they're traps, they're snares for our people. So the righteous, he's going to exalt you to inherit the land when the wicked are cut off. You see, that's us coming out, us going into the borders. And then the wicked going to be cut off. You shall see it. Remember, the righteous will be far from the wicked. But when this mess happens, we're going to see it. And then there will be those even in the wilderness. They're going to come out. They're going to be wicked. 2/3 will be cut off. They're going to hear, come out of her, my people. They're going to try to come over here and trap some of us. And some of them did. And they had the people to go in other areas we should not be in. Some of the people went back into Babylon. We've had this. I've heard the stories. It says, I've seen the wicked in great power and spreading himself like a native green tree. Yet he passed away, and behold, he is no more. The wicked ones, all of these rebels, they're going to pass away and become no more. Don't you know the end of what you're doing? Indeed, I sought him, but he could not be found. Mark the blameless man. You understand Psalm 30? You understand what's being said here? Mark the blameless man. The blameless man is marked. Here we seeing a mark on a blameless man. And observe the upright. For the future of that man is shalom. You see, the wicked one, they're promising shalom to their people. But shalom will never come because they're not listening to the voice of the Most High. But the transgressors shall be destroyed together. Get this, understand this. When this says the transgressors shall be destroyed together, they will be together. All together. In Noah's days, all those people in the earth, they were destroyed all together. In Lot's days, he had to come out of the cities. Those people were destroyed together. If you're in the midst of them, you will be destroyed with them. The future of the wicked shall be cut off. There is no future. There's no future for the wicked. They will be cut off. But the salvation of the righteous is from Yahuwah. He is their strength. Everybody wants this salvation, but not many willing to do what he's saying and come out. So you see, the salvation ain't coming to those that didn't listen. Why? Because they thought, oh, he's going to gather us. Not understanding, he's gathered us by his word. We see that. We saw it all through the scriptures. We see he gathered us by his word. How did he create everything you see? By his word. How did he create man? By his word. Everything you see was created by his word. And when he speak a thing, those living organisms, they do what he says to do. I told you before, we're the only ones that don't listen. People. He is their strength in the time of trouble. He is our strength in the time of trouble. So when Jacob's trouble comes, there will be a wall of fire of protection around those in the wilderness. And that's him being the strength in the time of Jacob's trouble. He said, I will only protect those found within my land and within my borders. 2 Ezra 9, 7 and 8. This is what he said. 2 Baruch 29 and 2. This is his word. I will only protect those found within my land and within my border. All of those that's on the outside, they didn't heed the voice of the Most High. And so trouble will come their way. They will experience famine and death among the heathens. And Yahuwah shall help them and deliver them. He shall deliver them from the wicked and save them. Because they trust in him. You see, we trust in him. Because he spoke a word. Come from out of her, my people. Move, go away, don't stand still. This is what he told us. Move from out of the midst of her. We move from one house to another house. What are they doing? Oh, they're moving. You know, they're moving from this state to that state. We know that moving, but when the Most High tell us to move, he mean move spiritually. He means to move out of her system. Come from out of her system. You see, we start making up things, and the Most High is not pleased with that. All right, we see in the Dead Sea Scrolls. Here on page 303, I know you have marked the Ruach of the just. Yeah, I know. He's saying, I know you marked the Ruach. He has marked the Ruach of the just, and therefore I have chosen to keep my hands clean. In accordance to your will, we have to keep our hands clean. That's why we don't play around with these camps. This is why we don't play around with people when they're waddling in their iniquity and can't figure out the letter W is man-made, just like the letter J is man-made. We can't fool around with these people when they don't know Yehuda. They don't know Yehuda. We can't fool around with these people. I break it down to who is Yehuda. And they can't answer who's Yehuda. That wasn't nobody in scripture named Yehuda. This is what I was told. They don't know Yehuda. They don't know Yahuwah. They don't know these people. They don't know Yahuwah. They don't know Mashiach Yahuwah. I brought out Yahuwah. They don't know Yahuwah. So if they don't know Yahuwah, they don't know Yahuwah. You see, that's two different names from that name. And these people don't know there was a king named Yahuwah. Pity. Pity for these people. And they think they know something. You know, they deceive them. They continue to deceive themselves. So we need to keep our hands clean in accordance to his will. The soul of thy servant. Look, if you are his servant, if you are the righteous, you will loathe every work of iniquity. And see, this is me. I hate every work of iniquity. I hate it when people try to come to the channel and try to change others' minds because of a Babylonian teacher and because they didn't dig into Aubrey and learn the ancient Aubrey and stay away from the Jewish Hebrew. They're stuck on the Jewish Hebrew. You look in the Jewish Hebrew, you will find the letter W. And this is what they are teaching. But they are stuck, they're blind, they're confused, and they have no idea they're following Jewish people. Unbelievable. You know your W is Jew. I pointed it out years ago. Your W is the Jewish people use it. And then they have the nerve to tell people this is the ancient paleo. Yasharallah. There is no Yasharallah. Man made that. That's not how it's pronounced. We're Yasharal. We're not Yasharallah. Next scripture. Dead Sea Scrolls, page 576. Wait for Yahuwah and keep his way. We're being told over and over, time and time again. Wait for Yahuwah and keep his way. We have to keep his way. Walk in the way. If he say come from among these wicked people, come from among these wicked people. You think he wants us to stay in the land of wickedness? Oh, let me not forget. And wait for our captivity to be up in the year 2019. You see, our captivity is not up yet. You people left early and you're in trouble. We are striving and surviving. Left when the Most High told us to leave. You didn't give me a vision showing me in the land. You didn't give me a vision looking at Allah Yahoo. You didn't do that. It was the Most High. I saw him. Me. You didn't show it to me. The Most High did. I saw Allah Yahoo at the brook. You will be at the brook. I saw myself within his borders. So I'm supposed to now forget all the visions the Most High gave me and believe you? This is what I'm supposed to do? Who do you think I am? You want me to turn back and go back into the land of wickedness and say we have to wait? I left early. I'm going to drop my hat and say I left early because of you. I left early, so now I need to go back and wait for the year 2019. And then we will leave together. Is that what we're supposed to do? We leave when the Most High say leave. What the Most High spoke to you, I've said it before. What the Most High spoke for you and your family is for you and your family. I know when he told us to leave. Not knowing it lined up with scripture. I had no idea that lined up with scripture. Remember, I came out drunk and confused. Drunk and confused. I knew who we were. I knew who we were as a people. No one could tell me that. We fit the curses. No one else fit the curses. I knew what the Most High showed me. I knew what the scripture said when it said, come out of her. I got that. And I started learning. But other than that, I was still drunk and confused, just like many of these rebels that come to the channel. Many of these people come here talking about Jewish Hebrew. I have to start calling it Jewish Hebrew so they can understand that they don't know what they think they know. He says, so keep the way, and he will exalt you to possess the land. How many times? How many times? You see, we read through the scriptures. We're trading something now we haven't traded before, but we're digging in something now that adding to what we've been reading. But we see it over and over. We've read all of this. I will exalt you to possess the land. What are we being exalted for? What is he lifting us up for? Why did he make us a banner? To be a banner to the wicked ones in the wicked land? No. To possess the land, to be a banner in our land. He says, and you will look on the destruction of the wicked. Here it is. We will look on the destruction of the wicked. We're reading the same thing. This is lining up with the scriptures. It's the same thing. We're reading the same. We will see the destruction. Those that make it to the wilderness, that 1/3 that do not get cut off, will see the destruction of the wicked when the wicked being destroyed.